today's news, Miss BVI makes strong debut at Miss JAYCEES pageant. Forecasters eye potential tropical formation. Premier Wheatley announces progress on loan. RDA update on West End Ferry Terminal. And look out for something special, says RIKKOI and ADAEJAH. Viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. My name is Kamal Haynes. Most of you know me from 284 News, but now you get to see me in a different light on my very own show called Health is Wealth. We have Joel Turnbull.
I don't want you to arch your back when you're pulling down.
Milton McLean.
First of all, right, your footwork.
Steve Augustine.
You did a pretty hard workout today, so perhaps...
And as you can see, it's actually...
Alonzo Boynes.
Taekwondo.
Adam Murrows.
I'll speak as if you're an absolute beginner.
I am an absolute beginner.
You are an absolute beginner.
And Seth Graham.
It bites. It will bite.
Get your water, get your fruits and veggies, and experience a wealth of knowledge about getting healthy.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What's your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 6. Introducing Sheldon Frett, actor, film producer, writer. Daylon Vantapool, entrepreneur. Terrence Neal, creative director. Chad George, entrepreneur. Humphrey Liu, financial services professional. Jamali DJ Molly Thomas, sales manager. Kai DeCastro, entrepreneur. Dean the Sportsman Greenaway, journalist. St. Clair Steady Fleming, entrepreneur. Devon Cowell, brand specialist. Robert Green, footballer. And Rick S.S. Grant, author. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, coming June 5th, exclusively on 284 Media, inspiring a generation of greatness.
Welcome viewers to the Thursday, August 1st edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Well, thank you so much for joining us. While leading today's newscast, Miss British Virgin Islands 2024 ADAEJAH made her first regional appearance representing the BVI Royal Court at the Miss JAYCEES pageant held in Antigua and Barbuda on July 31st. Despite facing early technical difficulties, Adonis demonstrated resilience and grace throughout the competition. The evening began with an unexpected challenge for Adonis when microphone issues rendered her introduction inaudible to the audience during the unjudged first segment. However, the reigning Miss BVI quickly regained her composure and went on to deliver strong performances in the subsequent rounds. Viewers noted that Adonis's performance in majority seemed to be the same that earned her the Miss BVI crown.
ADAEJAH, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm feeling great. You're coming from the British Virgin Islands. You ready to board the Queens of the Seas?
Yes, I am.
All right. To board my ship, I'm the captain, you need a boarding pass. So I need you to go over there, choose a passenger, and bring me that boarding pass.
I love the way you whine, I love the way you grind, I love the way you move in slow motion. Anyone that's fine, the boats online, I'll be rocking your ocean. We need to sail, compass and trail as I explore your ocean.
All right. Let me see your boarding pass. Okay. Let me make sure it's real. Okay, it's a real boarding pass. Okay, your question reads, what is one of the biggest challenges facing female empowerment in the Caribbean, and how can it be addressed? I'll repeat your question. What is one of the biggest challenges facing female empowerment in the Caribbean, and how can it be addressed?
Thank you for your question. What female empowerment means to me is the ability to make choices on your own and to be able to have access to resources and the same way as our gender counterparts. That being said, one of the biggest challenges I see in the Caribbean is the lack of resources available to women and the gender pay gap, sorry. I believe that we can increase the gender pay gap by creating equal opportunities for women in public sectors, as well as in school sectors and all other sectors as well. Thank you.
Please welcome delegate number 1, Miss British Virgin Islands.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
You know the way I walk, 'cause I walk with a vengeance. And they listen to me when I talk, 'cause I ain't pretending. It took a while, now I understand just where I'm going. I know the road and I know who I am, by the time I show it. I really wanna know if you got it like that, 'cause you got a cute face and that booty so fat. Go girl, she got that bomb, that girl. Ain't do what else.
That's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I got a made up mind. I made up my mind.
Can't go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky for the stars, I think I saw you.
While Adonis did not place in the top 3, her debut on the regional pageant circuit was seen as a positive step for the BVI's representation in international competitions. The final placements for the Miss JAYCEES 2024 pageant were as follows. Miss JAYCEES 2024, Miss St. Lucia. First runner-up, Miss Antigua and Barbuda. And second runner-up, Miss Grenada. The National Hurricane Center is monitoring a tropical wave that could develop into a tropical depression over the eastern Gulf of Mexico or by early next week. As of Thursday, the system is producing widespread showers and thunderstorms over Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and surrounding waters. Forecasters expect slow development over the next couple of days as the wave moves west-northwest across the Greater Antilles. The NHC predicts more favorable conditions for development once the system clears the Greater Antilles. But there's a 60% chance of formation within the next 7 days, with the likelihood increasing as the wave approaches the eastern Gulf of Florida Peninsula. Residents in the Greater Antilles, the Bahamas, and Florida are advised to stay informed about the system's progress. The chance of formation within 48 hours remains low at 20%. Hurricane season in the Atlantic runs from June 1st to November 30th, with peak activity typically occurring between mid-August and late October. Well, up next, viewers, more local news. Stay tuned.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Welcome back, viewers. The Premier and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, announced that significant progress is being made towards securing a $100 million loan needed to address critical infrastructure issues in the British Virgin Islands. The update was provided during a recent press conference, marking the Premier's first detailed communication on the matter since the initial announcement in June. Premier Wheatley noted that the process had encountered a minor delay due to a discrepancy found in one of the documents presented to the Cabinet. He assured the public that this issue is being addressed promptly to ensure the loan's smooth acquisition.
This past week we went to Cabinet and we considered the paper. And that paper, I think there was maybe just one issue with the paper, so we're going to bring it back early next week, and we will approve that paper, and then we can move forward to the House of Assembly for the next step.
In a significant step forward, Premier Wheatley revealed that a request for a proposal was issued and a bank has been recommended to provide the loan.
Yeah, so what happened is we put out a request for proposal. So the proposals came back, the evaluation was done, and a recommendation was made for one particular bank to provide the facility. So all of that has taken place, so we're just going through the requisite steps. The next step is for it to be approved in the House of, in the Cabinet. It should have been approved this week, but of course there's just one issue that we had in Cabinet that we wanted corrected. And so this week coming, most likely that will be approved, and then we'll move on to the House of Assembly, where all these loans have to be approved in the House of Assembly. And then we'll go out and we'll get the loan.
The Premier emphasized the urgency of the loan, highlighting that the funds are essential to address the territory's pressing infrastructure needs, including road repairs, water supply improvements, and other critical projects. Water Recovery and Development Agency held a community engagement meeting with residents of the 1st District to provide updates on the West End Ferry Terminal project. Mrs. Shana Smith Archer, the RDA's newly appointed Director of Program Delivery, and Mr. Sergio Dantas, CDB Contract Supervisor, led the briefing detailing the project's current status and future plans. The RDA officials reported that out of 9 initial bids received for the construction works, 4 submissions have been shortlisted for the next stage of the tendering process. The shortlist includes 2 overseas firms and 2 local applicants, with 1 standalone submission and 1 joint venture successfully passing the pre-qualification process. A recent statement said that RDA is in the final stages of preparing tender documents, which are scheduled for release in August 2024. Following this, a 12 to 14-week tendering and evaluation period will commence. The construction phase is expected to last between 24 to 30 months. The statement assured residents that port operations would continue uninterrupted during this period, facilitated by a temporary facility to be constructed at a future barge ramp site. But the RDA emphasized its commitment to keeping the community informed as the project progresses. Well, Virgin Islands Olympic debutants RIKKOI and ADAEJAH have alerted fans to look out for something special in their respective events at the Paris Olympic Games in France. In a recent interview with Sophia Faye, Public Relations Officer for the BVI Olympic Committee, the young sprinters shared their anticipation and preparations for the biggest stage in athletics. Brathwaite set to compete in the men's 100-meter round 1 on Saturday, August 3rd at 5:45 a.m. BVI time, and Hodge in the women's 200-meter event running on Sunday, August 4th, both hinted at delivering exceptional performances.
9 is there. 9 is definitely possible. I am going to gun for it from the first race. I'm not saving anything. Prelim, semifinal, final, I'm gone. I'm going. So I already did something pretty special 2 weeks ago, and I'm prepared to do something special again, God willing.
Same. I'm not one to talk about my, what I want to do, my goals, but stay tuned, because something special is coming. Trust.
Well, Hodge, who has made history as the youngest 200-meter competitor at the Olympics, recounted the moment she learned about her remarkable achievement.
I didn't really know I was the youngest. It was definitely a little stressful trying to make the games. At one point, I was just out of the rankings at 52. And the Friday, I got the okay that I was actually going to the Olympic Games. I don't think it has actually set in on me yet. I think once I get on that line and look up at all the crowd and the fans, I think that's when it's going to hit me that I made it and I'm an Olympian after dreaming of being on the stage.
The two national record holders spoke about their preparation and the rigorous training regimen that they have been following.
Before we even came here, we started preparing for the event. So we started getting into our routines, when we would eat, when we would train, what we would do. It's really not anything different because we have to follow the same plan that we have been doing for the past 4 weeks. So I would say nothing really has changed other than acclimatizing and learning how to manage, stuff like interviews and different activities that we might have to do, responsibilities for our country. So that's really the only thing that's been added into there. So as long as we take care of the business part of everything, then everything else just falls into place.
Yes, yeah. I would like to piggyback off of that actually. Acclimatizing is the biggest thing. Sometimes we have practice in the afternoons and most of the time we had practice in the afternoons, but now that we're getting closer to race day, we try to push it back to the morning just to make sure that we'll be ready for race day because we have early morning prelims. So that's the biggest thing that I would say that you guys need to know.
Both athletes reflected on the experience of participating in the Olympic Games opening ceremony, describing it as a monumental moment in their careers.
It was my first opening ceremony. I had nothing to compare it to, but hearing from other people, they said it was ultimately better. I didn't really get to experience much of the show because I was a part of the opening ceremony, but just being able to pass by all of the historic buildings and history of Paris was a blessing, honestly.
This one was definitely different, as you said. It was on the water. People were not too happy at first because the weather was cold and damp, but as we got out to the main event and we started to see the jets fly around and we started to see the bridge explode with colors and we started to see the people on the bridges waiting for us to go onto the bridges and wave at us, it became something beautiful. I didn't expect so many people to be out there in the rain just to say hi, just to wave at the Olympians. And I was like, wow, because honestly, I probably wouldn't be up there if it was raining like that. So it was, compared to other opening ceremonies, it definitely was a special one. And Thank you, France, for putting this together for us. Appreciate it.
Our viewer sailor Thad Letsom is the first athlete from the BVI to compete in the games, participating in the men's dinghy ILCA 7 events from Thursday, August 1st to Monday, August 5th. Meanwhile, Kyron McMaster, an Olympian and World Championship silver medalist, is scheduled to compete in the men's 400-meter hurdles round 1 on Monday, August 5th. Our viewers, up next, some festival news, and VYBZ, KARTEL and co-accused have been freed. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health.
First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motors. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Patch Point, Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotors.com.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Well, welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Well, despite initial showers impacting the territory, residents flocked to the RENA'S Festiville for the highly anticipated Wilder Wednesday lineup featuring Jamaican dancehall artist Roger Wild and Dominica's renowned Triple K band. More in this report. The evening's entertainment kicked off with music from DJ McMillie and host Carly KARTEL, followed with Evo HD, the first performers of the night, who set the tone with a lively performance lasting approximately an hour. Shaw, HP, and Caesar followed, captivating the audience with their dynamic act supported by a skilled dance crew, keeping energy levels high. Killer Tuma, the first rap artist of the night, took the stage next, delivering a set packed with hits.
But he really there within the killer. They fought at the game, that's our kind of flicker. They just want me live, I provide for me. So I say on the grain, wait to tell like the time. Hold your life on the line, don't wet from the rays to sunset. Man, you wasting time if you ain't plan to come yet. God the seeking bring the camp and that's a sure bet. And plus
local rapper Banco Bismal followed, showcasing his lyrical skills and engaging the crowd with songs that carried strong messages.
Know that taking no sucker, and I rep in the east with my honor. Don't ask for my number, if ain't but the numbers and they're separated by commas. I been by the business, I ran on my digits, my loan is to double the dollar. Yeah, I got the brains of a scholar. And I never switching on my team. Empire 8, then before the sana. I scream in Hakuna Matata. Cause I get no worries, I stack in my pesos to put my mama in a casa. When I need to walk, I call up the...
One of the highlights of the night came with Roger Wild, the Jamaican dance hall sensation. Despite a brief performance of under 20 minutes, he had the audience singing along to his popular tracks, creating an electric atmosphere.
And if she no monkeys, no. Hey, Tatola! Stop it, man. Please give pussy pass it, brother. When walk it down. And it not take long for my job pictures. A fast magic, sir. She have to slap when she tap that. Style, hey, God, tell us something.
Dominica's Triple K band closed the show, delivering an hour-long set that left the crowd in a frenzy. In true Caribbean spirit, festival goers followed the instructions from the band and were not shy to be covered in water.
Jump up, two, we got jump up, one, jump.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Our viewers, moving on to our final story. In a landmark decision, Jamaica's Court of Appeal has ordered the release of renowned dancehall artist VYBZ Kartel born ADAEJAH Palmer and his 3 co-accused. The court overturned their convictions for the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams, citing numerous legal concerns and the overarching interests of justice. The unanimous decision, delivered by Justice Marvin MacDonald Bishop, who presided over the panel along with Justices Paulette Williams and David Fraser, highlighted 12 key factors influencing their ruling. These factors included the gravity of the crime, the strength of the prosecution's case, the availability of witnesses, and the potential for a retrial within a reasonable time frame. Importantly, the judges also considered the 13 years the appellants had already spent in custody and the significant burden a retrial would place on them. What the ruling said, and I quote, "The interests of justice do not require a new trial to be ordered for the appellants," stated Justice MacDonald Bishop. This decision comes after the UK-based Privy Council, Jamaica's highest court of appeal, overturned the original convictions of March 14, 2024 due to juror misconduct. The misconduct involved juror Livingston Kane, who was found guilty of accepting a bribe to sway the jury, a fact that the trial judge failed to address adequately at the time. Well, during the appeals process, defense attorney Isaac Bushanan argued for an acquittal to prevent further constitutional breaches against the accused. He emphasized that the prosecution had not adequately addressed these breaches, leaving the accused in a state of uncertainty. In contrast, Acting Director of Public Prosecutions Claudette Thompson argued that the gravity of the offense and public interest justified a retrial, asserting that the accused should not evade justice on technical grounds. The case has been a high-profile saga since the 4 men, VYBZ Kartel, Sean Storm Campbell, Kahira Jones, and Andre St. John were arrested and charged with Williams' murder in September 2011. Their convictions in March 2014 and subsequent sentencing to life in prison were initially upheld by the Court of Appeal in 2020. VYBZ Kartel and his co-accused have consistently maintained their innocence throughout the proceedings. Viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and on our WhatsApp channel, as well as to like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.